Yo, before this video actually starts, man, we are trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by my birthday, man. My birthday is on the 27th of this month. Shout out to all the November babies as well, because I know a lot of people have been saying their birthdays in November. So shout out to everybody that is a November baby, y'all. Help a brother out and hit 40,000 subscribers by his birthday. It would be astronomically cool, man. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video up, and let's get it. Let's get it. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Ethereal. So you guys know before the video starts, I have to give you guys a code and give you a little bit of miracle luck, alright? So you're gonna go ahead and go to edit mode, and you're gonna go ahead and type in "go all out" inside this box right here. You're gonna go ahead and press enter on that. I'm gonna put the code in the description and on screen for you guys, and that should give you an additional 30 spins. So I hope you guys get whatever you want with that. I'm gonna sprinkle some miracle luck for y'all, and all you have to do now is just like the video and subscribe to lock in that miracle luck. It's better to be safe than sorry, right? So go ahead and go through with it. All right, so let's complete this customization. Let's head to our private server of testing. Welcome to part 3 of strongest busted KG that you can roll for, you can spin for in Shinobi Live 2. Now these KG in particular, you have probably seen them a lot within the PvP game. It's so meta, probably not within farming, but for sure PvP, and we are going to be talking about them today. All right, so in this video we have Byakugan, all right, we have Storm, we have Namikaze, and then we have Black Lightning. Literally all of these are goated for PvP, even if you just have these moves on alone. All right, let's talk about it though. All right, so Byakugan recently got a nice buff that really puts it over the edge compared to a lot of other KG. Like, this is something that you will be seeing spammed a lot. Like, if you don't go in ranked, or you don't go in Arena X, and you don't see a Byakugan user ever, then you clearly have not been playing enough, because it's in almost every single lobby. Now let's go over it. Right, the first move for Byakugan, it is a large area push attack. All right, now I don't know if you guys saw that, but it did hit for 8k a bunch of times. All right, I think that was like, what, about like 4 or 5 times? So you know, that's already doing over 40k damage. Some really nice serious stuff. Okay, now that's just the first move alone, right? That's an insta-cast move, and I told you guys in the last video that anything that is insta-cast is automatically goated for PvP, because with that you can easily stop anybody in their tracks when they're trying to cast a jutsu that has a lot of hand signs, right? So insta-cast move, you pop it, they get knocked back, you could throw them off easily. All right, the second move is also a insta-cast. All right, so with the second move now, you can actually hold this bad boy down. It does a little bit of damage, but this is not the real the damage not what you're even looking for it. All right, what you're looking for with this is the fact that it blocks any jutsu, and on top of blocking any jutsu, it also prevents other people from inside moving. All right, so it's really solid insta-cast defense, literally the best defense in the whole entire game that you can have on your character. All right, so if you combine this with something like an almighty push, people will have a very hard time trying to beat you. It's really nice for taijutsu builds. All right, you can see anything coming towards you, you pop it instantly. You have iframes that can't damage you, and you can just keep it held for whatever long time, because it pretty much outlasts every single move in the game if you hold it down. So it's a really solid move. Okay, lastly we have the 64 palms attack. All right, so this does, I'm not too sure how much damage it does, but it scales off of your off of your taijutsu. So it's not a move that really does heavy damage, but it just does as much damage as you can pull out. So the initial cost of it is 5k, does 5k damage off rip, and then it does melee damage afterwards. So we're gonna go to an NPC real quick. I'm gonna cut the video and we're gonna see how much damage it does. All right, so we're gonna grab an NPC real quick. I'm gonna hit this one. Let's see which one to pulls in. Okay, here we go. All right, so it does about like a little bit about 35k. It seemed like it did just now. Let's look at the rotation display that I was talking to you guys about earlier. full iframes, and then you can literally just go away, hit it with that, knock him back again. You could play really passive with this bad boy, man. Do something like that, knock him away again. By the time you come back, they're already dead. Simple. Alright, so Byakugan is definitely something serious, and that is just the base form of it. We can then go into the Byakugan. It's the first stage of it. Let's go over here real quick. Alright, so just the first stage alone is enough to do some serious damage output, because if I go ahead and press V now, as you can see, now it's doing 10,000 damage almost. Like if you round about, it's doing 10,000 damage for just that little quick pop move. Right, that's just the first stage. Alright. You then get the 64, the little ESP type thing that it has with it. You can see through walls, not really that effective. You go up on the stage, you then get the Tiger Fist, I believe it's called Wolf Fist. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but you get that. Your hits do more damage, and they can seal the person off from chakra, I believe. And it also takes chakra away from them. I don't remember exactly what it does, but then your hits go up to 11k. Now they're talking about 11k, alright? And it's not even the final form once again. But let's look at the move for this. You got 64 palms with it, and then you can literally use 64 palms again right afterward. So in total you can do 120 palms. So yeah, you got that. And then now you have the last form, which is it's nice. I really like the second form better, but this form is also nice too. Brings you up dramatically. That move is doing 11k still. This is now doing 1,000 a tick. And then your 64 palms is now doing 7k on initial. So Byakugan is nice. Next up we have Storm Release. Alright, let's come out of this. Now Storm Release is actually on the underrated side as well. It's really solid for PvP. Like, it's just beyond good. The stuns on it are insanely good. People really sleep on this. So I press V, it puts up like a barrier of electricity around me, basically, because if you come inside here, you're getting stunned. Simple, you're getting stunned, and that easily allows you to follow up with other attacks like taijutsu or something like that. So yeah, it's really nice. Then you have the B move, which does a long range lightning strike attack. Like, this thing hits for a long range, y'all. Very long range. And it, like, once your mouse is on the person, it will always hit. So I could be like all the way back here, for example, right? I could be like all the way back here. Can I still see it? I could be like all the way back here, right? All the way back here, and then look what it does. I don't know exactly the tracking on this thing, but look at that. Look at how far back that hit for, right? So it's a nice move. It's good for sniping. I use it all the time. It has some nice damage on it as well. It's really solid. Now the end move is basically a better keyring. Like, if you pop this, you can literally box and attack at the same time with the keyring move. All right, it's literally a better keyring. So if you have keyring on your moveset right now, you're gonna want to get Storm and replace that with the last move of Storm Release. It's really solid. Then we have Namikaze. Everybody knows what Namikaze is talking about, okay? It's literally one of the best KG in this game. Alright, the first move for Namikaze, okay? The first move. You literally teleport behind the person now. It used to be where you went like invisible kinda-ish, and then you move around while you're in it. But then now they made it where if you aim at somebody, you literally can just teleport behind them instantly and just follow up with an attack. It's nice. The second move of it, Instacast pop move that also makes you a little bit fast as well, okay? Namikaze is nice for PvP. It's literally busted, man. Like, if you see somebody charging a jutsu, all you gotta do is B, bop, bop, bop. Hit everybody in the area around you. Nice little damage, and you can come out of it and use like a stun attack or something like that. It's nice, okay? Lastly, we have the Zawada. Alright, that keeps people stunned in place, and you can literally attack them while they're in it. Okay, so busted for PvP. You could just have this moveset on alone. You don't even need it with anything else, and you can be perfectly fine. So Namikaze is nice. And then let's talk about the mode. Okay, the mode gives you some decent stats, and on top of giving you decent stats, it has a pretty nice mode move. Just do instant teleport. Everything's instant cast with Namikaze except for the last move. So yeah, it's solid. Now, lastly, we have the Great Bombiti. Okay, now this is literally stun heaven right here, man. First move for Namikaze. Not Namikaze, Black Lightning. Alright. Black Lightning, first move. Really solid, does 7.5k damage a tick, and it does, I think that was 24k damage. Let me take that one more time real quick and wait for the cooldown. Alright, here we go. Press it again. Right, 24k plus 7k. Okay, so that does over 30k damage from one move, plus you have a stun afterward. Alright. And you have the next move, which puts down a floor of lightning that does 10k damage a tick for 30k in total. But keep in mind, it's literally a floor move, so anybody who comes on top of this will get stunned instantly. It means that you can literally chain the first and second move back to back with no issues at all. Alright, it's one of the only cages that can do this as well. So you have those two moves, and then you have the last move, which is basically a stronger version than the first move. Alright, and keep in mind that every single time you use these techniques, right, they hit anybody around you as well. I don't know why it's not hitting right this way, because it's just a tree log, but in a real PvP situation, when you use that move, it's hitting everybody in the sphere around you. And then use this move, it's hitting everybody around you. And then use this move, the last move, it hits everybody around you as well. And you're doing good damage, right? And what I usually like to do with this is I like to put the cleaver sword on. Is this the cleaver sword? We just make sure we do my fact check real quick. Make sure it's the cleaver sword. Yes, it is the cleaver sword. And then you press E, and then it does like another version of Black Lightning. So you're literally hitting all these back to back with no issues, man. Every single one of them back to back with no issues. All right, and I'll show you guys how it's done. Wait for my cooldown to come back real quick. And by the time you hit all these techniques that already burst down like what, half their health or less than half their health, and that's without the mode on, by the way. So let's go ahead and put on the mode real quick. The mode gives you 2.5k chakra, 2.3k ninjutsu. So when you use this, you basically slam the person on the floor. It's a nice little flashy move. It's not really, you know, good damage, but it's a flashy move for what it is. All right, let me show you this combo now. All right, let's press V, right? 35k plus 10, right? Then you have the ticks going on, and then you're hitting them again with the burst damage, and then you're hitting them again with the burst damage. Just burst damaging them down, man. It's just way too much damage plus the stun. You can combine it with something like Nagashi afterward with no issues, or Shidori, you know, it's just crazy. It's crazy damage, it's crazy good. You can come into PvP with this and just destroy anybody. Alright, but thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Ethereum Miracle. I'm out. Deuces.